Before India was free, before the tricolor rose in the sky, there were men and women who carried only one dream in their hearts: freedom. Among them stood Muslims, side by side with Hindus, Sikhs, and Christians, united under the call for justice. They called him the Tiger of Mysore, Tipu Sultan, a ruler, a scholar, and a warrior who refused to bow before the British Empire. While others made peace with invaders, Tipu chose resistance. He once said, "To live like a lion for a day is far better than living like a jackal for 100 years. Even when betrayal surrounded him, he never surrendered. On May 4, 1799, he fell on the battlefield, sword in hand, defending his land and his faith. His blood watered the soil of freedom long before 1857. Half a century later came Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor. When the British ruled with cruelty, it was Zafar who united Hindus and Muslims under one banner to fight the First War of Independence in 1857. Even in his old age, Zafar inspired millions. When the revolt failed, the British exiled him to Burma. He died there in loneliness far away from his homeland, but his final words still echo in Indian hearts. How unfortunate is Zafar, buried in a foreign land, even for burial, no land of his own. Then came Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, a man of knowledge, courage, and unwavering faith. He believed freedom was not for one religion, but for all Indians. As a leader of the Indian National Congress, Azad stood shoulder to shoulder with Gandhi and Nehru, but never compromised his faith or his principles. He spent years in prison, but his words still guide us. The freedom of India cannot be won until Hindus and Muslims fight as one nation. Next was Ashfaqullah Khan, a young revolutionary who dreamed of freeing his motherland from the British chains. He joined the Hindustan Republican Association with Ram Prasad Bismil, not as a Muslim or Hindu, but as a patriot. When the Kakori train robbery failed, Ashfaqullah was captured and sentenced to death. In his final moments, he smiled and said, "My name will be written in red, the color of sacrifice." And he walked to the gallows with the name of Allah on his lips. Beyond these great names, there were thousands of Muslims, unknown, unsung, who fought silently in every protest, every movement. From Kerala to Bengal, from Delhi to Hyderabad, Muslims stood up for freedom, donated wealth, and even built secret networks against colonial rule. They didn't fight for fame. They fought because their faith demanded justice, and their hearts longed for freedom. History may forget their names, but Allah never forgets their sacrifice. These were men of faith, courage, and unity, who proved that patriotism and Islam walk hand in hand. So the next time someone says Muslims did nothing for this nation, remember Tipu Sultan, Shah Zafar, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and Ashfaqullah Khan. They didn't just fight for independence. They fought for truth. This was their story, a story written in courage, sealed with faith, and remembered by hearts that still believe in unity.